So how does trauma actually get stored in your lower back? Well, emotional pain is actually the precursor to having it turn up in your physical self. And I want to give you the clear explanation of how this happens in your brain and in your nervous system. So when you experience something traumatic, something happens, maybe a fight, maybe an argument, it may be you overhear a conversation, but something happens that causes you to feel emotions, fear, anger, grief, sadness, whatever it is. Your nervous system sends a message to your primitive brain, your amygdala. Its primary function is to keep you safe in your body. And the amygdala is going to take one of three actions: fight, flight, or freeze. Those are the only three options for your amygdala. And it generates adrenaline in your system, neurochemicals. And so you prepare for one of those three things. Now, that rarely ends up resolving anything. And the emotional content that you just experienced is still in your nervous system. It's still floating through your nervous system. Even if you have had a fight, or even if you have run to get out of a situation, or if you have, especially if you have just frozen, that is complete emotional shutdown right there. Now, your cells are intelligent and they are listening to every single thing that you say, that you think, and that you feel emotionally. They hear it. And there's some really good books about this. Bessel van der Kolk's book, The Body Keeps the Score, is great. I also really like Carol Trueman's book, Feelings Buried Alive Never Die. It's very descriptive. So the things that tend to get stuck in your lower back, because your cells are going to say, okay, we'll store it. For your nervous system, they'll store it. Things having to do with support. Your spine typifies support and whether or not you feel supported, especially your lower back. So financial lack of support, fears having to do with money, lack of support in relationship, arguments about money, or a hurtful relationship, that tends to accumulate in your lower back. And it will result in pain or stiffness, tension, things like that over time. It may hang on to it for a long time before that turns up. Now, when you start to experience pain, a lot of the time we just go, oh my gosh, I'm being punished. But that's not what's really happening. You didn't, remember now, this is all subconscious. You didn't do this to yourself. This is a very elegant design in your body to help you. So when your back hurts, that is your body attempting to get your attention to work with the emotional content that you didn't process back then. It's saying, hey, remember me? But if you didn't know that was happening and you didn't have the tools to work with it, you just end up staying in pain. That's why it's important to have the right tools. And there are many out there, but one of my favorite ones is tapping, emotional freedom technique, also called EFT. It gives you a way to identify what's happening in a certain body part and to begin to process in a positive manner that emotional content that you've stored in a particular area of your body. It's a lot of fun. So we're going to do some tapping here. And I want you to do this with me. And you're going to feel this taking an effect in your body. You're going to feel this happening. I want you to actually have this experience. I also have lots of other content I have a super spine playlist here on my YouTube channel, and I have longer work that's available on my website, Pain Plan for Lower Back Pain. So let's just tap a little bit here. Just follow along with me and repeat after me. I've got a lot of pain in my lower back. And I didn't know it was from emotional trauma. I choose to be okay anyway. Even though I have all this pain and stiffness in my lower back. I didn't know why. I completely love and accept myself. And I honor all the ways that my body has functioned to keep me safe. Top of the head. My body is amazing and remarkable. I didn't know how to process or deal with those emotions. I was so upset. I didn't know it was going to end up stored in my lower back. I forgive myself for not understanding this. My body was doing its best to protect me. And it's done a really good job of that because I'm here. But now I have all this back pain. I may have some old fear about money and being unsupported. And it's stored in my lower back. I may have an awful relationship that caused me to feel unsupported. And that may be stored in my lower back too. Oh, my lower back has held so much stuff from me. And now I'm open to the possibility that I might be able to let go of all the fear, all the stress, all the non-support, so that I don't have pain and stiffness anymore. All these emotions were so overwhelming. I was so upset. And now I'm giving myself permission to see this more clearly, to understand that my body is attempting to have a conversation with me. I'm changing my thoughts about pain. I'm open to listening now. I give myself permission to relax, to let go of fear and guilt, to feel supported and loved. Because I can. I completely love and accept myself, and I love and accept my lower back. Hold your wrist points. Peace. Good. Now move around and feel. You may feel this changing even as we move through this tapping. I want to do one more thing with you. This is something that I really like doing. It's a lot of fun. So tapping again. I am holding this pain from old emotions in all of the bones in my lower back. I am holding this old pain from unprocessed emotions in all the muscles in my lower back. I am holding all this old unprocessed emotional pain in all the fascia and connective tissue in my lower back. I'm holding all this old emotional pain in all of the nerves in my lower back. I'm holding this old emotional pain in all of the blood and fluids in and around my lower back. I'm holding this emotional pain as physical pain in my lower back, in every single cell of my lower back. My lower back doesn't need to hold on to this old emotional pain and physical pain anymore. It can choose to relax now and just let it go. Relaxing and releasing. I give my lower back permission to release all the old stored physical and emotional pain from every cell membrane and every cell receptor site now. And take a big breath and blow it out. Good. Now move around and appreciate how you feel. You can come back and do this one again. I have lots of other content for your back. Please make use of it. And I hope you feel better from this. Thank you for doing this work with me. And I hope to see you again really soon. Take care.